Good morning, human geography folks. Yes, I am not in the class with you today. Unfortunately, I am at home on quarantine. My fiance did test positive for COVID-19, so I am on quarantine with her for 14 days. Luckily, her symptoms are relatively mild. I'm feeling fine, so no worries there. I think we're going to make it through just fine, but to keep everybody else safe, I'm staying at home. So obviously, I won't be with you guys leading up into our break, but I will be finishing off the semester with you guys when we return from break in January. So we all have that to look forward to. Anyways, I just wanted to walk you through today's agenda and make sure that you are clear on everything that I have planned for you. So we'll start out with that housekeeping section. First thing it says, just make sure that you email me with any questions or concerns as they arise. This could be today when you're working through the items in class. This could be this afternoon if you're working on some of this stuff as homework, or even tomorrow when you guys are working on your work at home. If anything arises, please shoot me an email and I will likely get back to you really quickly because I'm at home, not doing much. In addition, in that housekeeping section, it does show you what you recently should have submitted, and that is that Unit 3 exam. If you remember, the Unit 3 exam was on Asia, and that was the take-home exam that you guys were allowed to do at home. It should be done by this point, so if it is not done by this point, well, you got some extra work to do. Let's get on it. And then in addition to the Unit 3 exam, I had you guys working on a major religions of the world map and a Middle East map. And those were the first two assignments in Unit 4, which is the region of the Middle East paired with the subject of religion. So hopefully you guys were able to get both of those maps done. And remember, once you completed those maps, they were physical copies. You got those physical copies off of my desk last week. But once you completed them, the idea is you're taking a picture of both sides and then you're submitting that picture to Schoology for credit. So make sure you do that so you can get credit on both of those maps. Remember, we don't have a whole lot of time left in this semester together, so you want to make sure that you are submitting everything that is assigned so you can maximize your credit in class. Okay, let's go ahead and work through the agenda. Slide number 2 is just the Asian Geography Review Game final standings. And as you can see, Haley Graham ended up in first place with a blistering score of 31 seconds. Nice job. And then we had Riley in second place and Diego getting a third place. And so those three students did receive some extra credit and it has been awarded. So nice job on that. And then moving along to slide 3, we've got a Kahoot Middle East review game for you guys. So this is a fun one. You guys are going to be playing a game of Kahoot, although you're not going to be playing it in the typical way we would play in class. You are going to be playing it individually, although you will be competing against your classmates. So you still get the competition factor. You're just not all playing it collectively in class at the exact same time. Now, once you finish the Kahoot game, make sure you take a screenshot of your score because you're going to be submitting that to Schoology for credit. So you do need to make sure that you take a screenshot on that final part of the game so that you can get credit for playing the Kahoot game, since, yeah, you are getting credit for playing Kahoot. Okay, so moving on to the next item, journal number 1. And just like the Kahoot game, journal number 1 is largely going to be reviewing some of the stuff that you guys did for homework, although journal number 1 will also probably be introducing some new concepts to some of you. So journal number 1 is going to be worth 5 points, and I want you to treat it like a practice quiz that you can attempt multiple times until you get a perfect score. So that's what it's kind of going to be. You can attempt it, like I said, as many times as you need to attempt it in order to get that perfect score. Each time you can review your results, learn from what you got wrong, and then try it again until you get that perfect score. And once again, that stuff is largely going to be review. Now, moving on to slide 5, this is where you're going to be watching 2 videos on the city of Jerusalem, which is a sacred city in Israel. I say sacred because it is a holy city to the 3 Abrahamic religions that we're going to be learning about this unit. Those 3 Abrahamic religions are Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. So kind of as a way to get you familiarized with Jerusalem and these 3 religions, I'm going to have you watching the 2 videos that I have linked in this slide. Make sure you watch both videos. They're both pretty short, but they will do a good job at getting you familiarized with Jerusalem and the significance of the city. Okay, you're not really doing anything with those videos, you're just watching them. And then you're going to be moving on to slide number 6, and this is where you're going to be working on this Abrahamic Religions at a Glance assignment. And so this is a Google assignment, and you're going to get your own copy of a Google slide deck that you're going to be able to edit. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be compiling some basic information on the 3 Abrahamic religions. And remember, those are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And some of this information you may already know from your life. Maybe you practice one of these 3 religions. Maybe you just know about these 3 religions. That's great. But I'm guaranteeing you that some of the information you will need to go find and research. So for that, you could use the digital textbook. That's a great resource. Or you could use any credible resources from the internet, as long as they're credible. So once you've completed this assignment, remember, make sure you submit it to Schoology for credit. This will just do a really good job at getting you familiarized with those 3 Abrahamic religions. And just fun fact, the reason they call them the Abrahamic religions is because all 3 of those religions trace their roots back to the same person, the same prophet, and his name was Abraham. So some people don't know that Christianity, Islam, and Judaism all have those similar roots, those similar origins. So pretty cool stuff. Okay, moving on to slide number 7. And you may or may not get to this point in class today. In fact, you may or may not get to the Abrahamic Religions at a Glance assignment in class today. It kind of just depends on how fast you're able to get through this material. But if you don't get to it in class today, that's totally fine, because some of this is designed for you to work on at home tomorrow. So part of that would be the reading from the digital textbook. I do have you reading 2 pages, 424 and 425, from your digital textbook. You guys should all have access to the digital textbook at this point. Just make sure that you do read those 2 pages. They are having to do with the Abrahamic religions, so they'll clarify that concept for you, and they will also prepare you for the quiz that you're going to be taking on the Abrahamic religions. So once you've gone through all of the materials that I have in the agenda today, you will take this quiz. The quiz is going to be worth 10 points. You may use any resources available, and you only get 1 attempt. So you want to make sure that attempt counts. And you definitely want to make sure that you've done all of the necessary work leading up to this quiz. So I'm talking about the Kahoot game. Okay, journal number 1. Watched the 2 videos. Did you complete the Abrahamic Religions at a Glance assignment? Did you read the 2 pages from the digital textbook? Once you've done all of that, you're ready to take the quiz. And remember, you do only get 1 attempt on the quiz, so make it count. Now, some of that you'll complete in class, some of that you'll complete at home tomorrow. Like I said, it just kind of depends how fast you're working through it. So you'll notice on the first page of the agenda, tomorrow at home, I've got you watching the news, and then I've got you working on that Abrahamic Religions at a Glance assignment. The expectation is most of you will not complete that in class today, so you'll work on that at home tomorrow. And then you'll be reading those 2 pages from the digital textbook, taking that quiz on the Abrahamic religions, and then, of course, completing any missing assignments that you have in this class, because every point counts, and we're getting towards the end of the semester, so you don't want to leave anything outstanding. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. And I'm sorry I cannot be in class with you, but I look forward to seeing you guys when we return from break in January. Have yourselves a good day.